Hello and welcome to Tutorials Point. Today in conversion rate optimization, we'll discuss about perceived friction and the role of incentives. What is the perceived friction and how the incentives will work in a friction scenario? When a friction happens between a customer and a company and how this to be resolved. Let's check them out. What is the role of incentives in a perceived friction? Incentives can be discounts, freebies that a company may offer to potential customers when a friction is perceived. Let us first and foremost understand what is friction is all about, why friction occurs and what need to be done when a friction occurs. The point that you need to remember is when you are as a company are selling a solution to a particular customer, there is a possibility it may happen that the point of view may differ from each other. The customer wants something some way and the company as you as a company may want to offer something, because there are differences of opinion. The argument could take place. The most important thing is when an argument takes place, when a differences happen, that is actually when friction happens. And how to resolve this friction? To ensure that you actually get that customer, you retain that customer. When the customer acquisition happens, you actually offer discounts and freebies so that the customer doesn't run away because there is certain misunderstanding, there is certain differences of opinion between you and your customer. And when this friction happens, you actually provide certain incentives, and those incentives can be discounts or freebies so that you retain that customer. These incentives play an important role in reducing and eliminating the friction. Extremely important. When there are differences of opinion between you and your customer and the customer is not inclined to go along with you to give you the business, you offer discounts, you offer incentives, you offer freebies, and these freebies or discounts may help you to retain that customer. And this is the role of the incentives in a friction scenario. How actually you can reduce the friction? When a potential customer takes time to take decisions, you are engaging and communicating with your customers. When this happens, there is a possibility that the customer may actually take time. He may not immediately take a call and say that let's do business. This may not happen. Whenever the customer takes time, he is caught in a dilemma. When you understand that the customer is not responding properly, you can think of there is a friction. When they do not respond immediately, you actually keep on following with a particular customer. If they do not respond immediately, it means there is a cause of concern and there is a friction that is actually coming out. When you fail to understand the customer requirements, the customer clearly explains what he wants, how he wants, and what need to be delivered and how it need to be delivered. If you actually in a situation where you are completely did not comprehend what the customer is saying and you actually come up with a point of view, you provide certain documents that the customer is not happy with it, then the friction happens. When customer is made to answer repeatedly, you ask certain questions, the customer has responded and he has given very clear answers, providing you the complete information. But if you go back to the customer again and ask the same questions, then the customer may get irritated, he may get annoyed, and this is one of the reasons when friction happens. And how actually you can reduce the friction? In a competitive market, acquiring customers become that much more difficult. In an internet-driven society world, it is extremely important to actually tap a lead, acquire the customer and generate business. Extremely important. Incentives play an important role in acquiring customers. People love incentives, people love freebies, they want gifts, and when the incentives are given, there is every possibility that your acquisition of customers may grow and conversions will happen. Incentives such as discounts, early bird offers, deadline offers enable companies to acquire customers. Some of the incentives techniques that you can offer are, of course, the discounts. the early bird offers and the deadline offers. Let's say for example, you said 72 hours, I am giving you 20% discount, and if you early bird offers, I am just launching my product, if first 10 customers, they will get this much of discount. These actually play an emotional role in capturing the imagination of your customers, and you can actually use them to acquire customers. In case if there is a friction, then there is every possibility that you can offer these things and get the customers on board. Freebies such as ebooks, free tools create reciprocity. It is an important point. When you deliver free books on your websites or the landing pages or some tools, people download it, people use it, people benefit from it, and there is every possibility that they will reciprocate to it by giving you a particular business or buying a product from you. And whenever friction happens, you can also do the same things. In conclusion, what we have seen in this video is what is the role of incentives in a perceived friction, how to perceive frictions, and how incentives work. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again.